Hi Collective, welcome to Sacred Wisdom Oracle. I'm Sophia and I am back for another reading. Hope everyone is doing well today. Today is Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you got to spend some time with your family, your friends, your children. Let's go ahead and get into things, you guys. Also, before I forget, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has continued to support the channel. Interact in the comments, like the videos, subscribe. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get into things. Someone could be waking up from a long night's sleep and finding out that there was a leak somewhere, or something was leaking, or you found somebody that was something about, this doesn't have to be about somebody, it's mostly probably about something. Someone could have spilled some water, something could have leaked water somewhere. This could be something that required a cleansing of some sort, or this was not a bad thing because it was a cleansing. I don't know, take it how it resonates, okay, you guys? Now, again, these channel messages don't have to be anything, so just take what resonates for your situation and just ignore it if it doesn't, okay? Please do keep in mind these are general readings, so one part of the reading may resonate and another part may not, and that is okay. Please do not try to make something fit that does not fit your situation. All right, let's see what else. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get into things. I'm going to sway. Okay, I'm going to say a quick prayer. Someone could be swaying back and forth. You or someone you know could have a baby that is like swaying back and forth, trying to rock the baby to sleep. Now, also, I'm going to really do my best, you guys, to be more specific about who I'm talking about in readings. I've noticed a few people in the comments seem to be confused about who I'm speaking about. So instead of saying somebody or someone, I'm going to try to refer to this, whoever the person is I'm speaking about, more directly, okay? So I'm really working on that. It's just that these are general readings. So that being said, it's really, sometimes without doing a deeper dive, it can be a little bit more time consuming in order to dig deep into the reading to tell you who it is that I'm speaking about, okay? So I'll just do my best here. And while I'm cleansing, if you guys wouldn't mind liking the reading before we get started, I would really appreciate it. It really helps getting these messages out to other people. All right. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that beings of light, only beings of light, enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. Okay, so today I am going to use these cards for overall energy. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get a card for overall energy? We have text messages. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, P. Somebody with the initial P, first, middle, or last, could be messaging you, or somebody could be trying to reverse their evil deeds. This could be this P individual here in the USA. Need help. Somebody with the initial P, first, middle, or last, could be reaching out to you by text message, trying to reverse something that they did that was evil. One more, please, for overall energy. Oh my goodness, Canada? Y'all, there's only a few countries in this deck. So we have USA and Canada. Interesting. The number Q, or the number, sorry, the letter Q, initial, first, middle, or last. So we have the initials Q and P. Let's get one more. Ancestors are disgusted. All right, let's get just a few more. Then we will clarify these. C, somebody could have the initial CP or CQP, QCP, PCQ. Someone could be trying to be politically correct about something. Positive changes coming in. All right, so somebody could need help. So they could be texting you. Can I get a couple more, please? We have all this extra space here. Overly emotional are, and they were warned to stop. Intimidation. Somebody could have been warned to stop intimidation and trying to make someone overly emotional. So we have CRPQ. All right, let's get into this. They were warned to stop. I'm interested to find out what it was that they were warned to stop. I'm assuming this has to do with intimidation, an evil deed of intimidation, something about somebody could live in Canada that you know, or this individual could have texted somebody in Canada, or if you're from another country, the United States. Ruin your reputation. Cares only about how they look to others at your expense. All right, let's get two more. Check, scam, or fraud. Someone here is caught up in something bad. And let's get one more. Manipulation rejected. So if they reached out to somebody by text message, this manipulation that they were trying to do through text message could have been rejected. Somebody could have been realizing that somebody was trying to do something nefarious. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get some clarification for text messages, please? Burial. So somebody could be wanting to bury some sort of text message. This could be someone with the initial C, R, Q, or P, or all of the above. We have beach. Ooh, someone could try to bury something at the beach in the sand. One more, please, for text message. Wait, let's move on. They were warned to stop. What do we need to know about this? Life insurance. Somebody could have been getting fake life insurance in order, like life insurance in order to do some type of check or scam, fraud scam. We have meeting and regrets. There could be like 6 or 7 people involved. Somebody could be trying to hide. Clarify intimidation, please. One more for intimidation, or one for intimidation. Assassination. Somebody could have been trying to intimidate someone by saying like that they were going to take someone out. They could have been intimidating you or whoever this reading is for. They could have been warned to stop. I'm picking up that these initials could be theirs or yours. CRQP. This could be your initial as well. Clarify intimidation. Affair. One more, please. Intuition. Ooh, so you could have intuitively realized somebody was trying to send someone towards you. Like, for instance, you could have just been walking through the store or the airport or something, and all of a sudden somebody would walk up to you. This could have been happening over and over and over again. Somebody could have been walking up to you and like trying to like get your number, get your name. It was all because they wanted to get in good with you so then they could take you out. You could have intuitively known this was the case. This could have been also intimidation. So they were sending people towards you to intimidate you. We're going to keep going and get some more information. Clarify overly emotional. Accomplice, partner in crime. So whoever this person's partner in crime was could be overly emotional about something. Clarify overly emotional, please. Love. This could be in regards to like somebody could actually love you and not want to be an accomplice in a crime or something. Clarify overly emotional. Somebody's overly emotional about something here. And we have aliens. Someone could love aliens. Someone could be, if you've ever spoken about encounters or anything, somebody could be overly emotional about this, whoever this individual is. We have travel on the bottom of the deck. You could have okay, look, I don't really know how much I can say on YouTube about this, but somebody could have been either you or whoever is involved in the situation could have talked about being like abducted by aliens. This was perhaps to be healed. Ooh, be healed. So you could be part of like a extraterrestrial race, or be a starseed or something to that effect. And you could have been sick and these extraterrestrials or interdimensionals came in to heal you. Interesting. This could have made somebody scared to intimidate you. Or something about this. Clarify check fraud scam. Ooh, y'all, I cannot really show this card, but taking somebody out for a check fraud scam. This could have had something to do with life insurance. Oh my goodness. You guys, you're never going to guess what cards just came out. Serial, Killer, and homicide. Check fraud scam. This is something that these individuals do over and over and over again. This is something that they could do regularly in order to get some type of life insurance. This is like, I'm picking up like, this is the scum of the freaking planet that is doing this. One more for check fraud scam. So these individuals, there could be 6 of them involved. We have perhaps 4 of their initials out here, but these could also be your initials. These people could be meeting up and they're in regret for meeting up in order to do this life insurance scam or life insurance check fraud scam when it comes to grandparents. So this could have to do with taking out grandparents, either theirs or others' grandparents, for money. This is disgusting. Clarify manipulation. Manipulation rejected. And now we have cover up and celebrity. Now this could be happening in the US and Canada. This group of people could be doing their evil deeds in the US and Canada, and they need help. Let me get one more from manipulation rejected. So this manipulation, their ability to cover something up has been rejected. A celebrity could have found out about this, or this could have happened to a celebrity. Perversion, stalking, watching. So a celebrity could have been watching somebody and they could have rejected this, whatever this was. Someone's trying to keep themselves hidden. Someone could be trying to keep their stalking hidden. Whatever this person has got themselves involved in. One more from manipulation rejected. Hotel, motel. Somebody could be trying to cover this up at a motel, hotel, or this manipulation could have been to lure somebody to a motel or a hotel to cover something up that they did. They could be trying to cover up their stalking. Now, when we've got celebrity here, this could be your energy or it could be someone else's energy. This could be your energy. You could have like a platform. You could be internet like famous, or you could just be a celebrity in your own town. You could be like an actual celebrity. I want to get one more for text messages. Legal proceedings. So somebody could be trying to bury something like on a beach. I don't know if that's like a good idea or not, because sand blows away and water erodes the sand. So anyway, somebody could have buried something on a beach and now they're dealing with legal proceedings about text messages. They could be going to court, and so they're regretting doing something here with life insurance. They could have been warned to stop, whether this was by the spiritual realm or the actual in the 3D. Can I just get one more for text messages? What else do we need to know? Dating. So this could be somebody that you were dating. Anything else here? Yeah, let's get, I'm about ready to move on to another deck, but let's see. What could have been happening in the US? What was happening in the US? Oh my goodness. Someone could have taken someone to the mountains or tried to create some obstacles so they could what's the word? I don't want to use this word because YouTube's so picky, but choke someone. They could have taken someone to the mountains, or they're dealing with an obstacle because they were trying to take someone out. Y'all, I hate this energy. So this could have happened in the mountains of the USA. There could be proof of this. All right, let's find out what happened in Canada. Can I get one for Canada, please? What happened in Canada, Holy Spirit? Holy angels. Debt. So this, something about debt could have happened in Canada. Let's get one more for Canada. Gift. Somebody could have given someone who was in debt in Canada a gift to go along with something. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify text messages, please. We have fake busy. So someone you were dating could have been trying to pretend like they were fake busy in text messages. Can I get one more, please? Love and hate. There could be like a love-hate relationship with this individual. Clarify they were warned to stop. They were warned to stop. Ooh, we have workplace affair. This could have been, this love-hate relationship could have been with somebody you worked with. You could have had a meeting with this person in the workplace and that turned into an affair that you regret. This could have been one of these individuals or whoever you were working with could have filed a life insurance policy on you. They may have been able to get away with their evil deeds for a long time, but then they stumbled across you and it was all over. Clarify intimidation. Fed up. You could have been fed up with this situation. Your intuition could have told you something was weird about this affair. And you could have realized that this person was trying to intimidate you and then maybe take you out for this life insurance money. One more for intimidation. And now we have legal matters. So we have legal proceedings and legal matters out here. This could be any kind of legal matters. They could have been trying to bring you legal matters, or they did because they were fed up, or this was you bringing them legal matters because you were fed up. We have fake news, DNA. So there could be DNA that's being introduced here in court about an assassination. Somebody could have made up a lie about someone being pregnant, or something to do with DNA. Interesting. Somebody could be saying this is fake news, but it's perhaps real. Clarify overly emotional. Secluded. Separation reflecting. Soul searching. You could have secluded yourself or separated yourself from this individual because of all of the things that they were saying or trying to have an affair with you. They could have come in and said they were in love with you, but you separated from this individual. Someone here was a partner in crime to something. Overly emotional, please. Divine feminine. So you could be this divine feminine that secluded yourself from these people. You could be cleansing your energy from these people, whoever they are, to help you keep your emotions, or keep from being overly emotional. Clarify check fraud scam. Trickster phony illusions. This is clarifying grandparent, serial KILLER, and homicide. Somebody was trying to be a trickster here for a check fraud scam. This was possibly to send reckless love or SEX. Hold on, guys. Let me get one more. Somebody could be, okay, look. Before I get another card. Somebody could be coming in to have like some type of love with a divine feminine. These people could, like, if let's say these are men, they could come in and try to get together with divine feminines to get close to them, so then they could find out about what their family status was, how much money they had, if there was life insurance policies, on grandparents. So they could come in and like pretend to have an affair. This could be in the workplace or just meeting people out and about, but they could be wanting to come in and have some type of love here, but this was all to trick someone. This was all to get someone to believe that they were loved for this check fraud scam. Clarify manipulation. Self-love. So you have self-love, so this manipulation was rejected. You were not into this manipulative thing this person was doing here with this reckless love and SEX. They could have been trying to pretend to be like your once-in-a-lifetime, like fairy tale relationship here, like someone of your dreams. But this was because they wanted to take a life insurance policy out on you or your parents or grandparents. But this didn't work with you. Somebody could have been trying to get you, draw you, or lure you to a motel or a hotel But because you have self-love, this just was not something you were interested in. So this didn't work for you. You could have figured out what these people were trying to do, because they could have been very persistent about something. Clarify manipulation rejected. Living in the moment. You could have not, besides having like self-love, you could have been like, I'm just not interested. You could have rejected this person in the moment. Your ancestors are disgusted by these Jezebels. So these people could have be like Jezebelian energies. I don't even know if that's a word, but someone could be saying, I miss you. Your ancestors could be saying they miss you. They could be bringing some sort of positive change in for you. All right, let's get some Kipper, because I need answers about who these people are. Clarify text messages. Ooh, thief. There's text messages about someone being a thief, or a thief has text messages. This could be in regards to dating someone, having a love-hate relationship with them. Someone could be born on the 24th of the month. So these thieves could have text messages that are sending them to jail or something. One more for text messages. Who else is involved in this? Anyone else involved in these text messages? All right. Great fortune. These text messages have to do with getting a great fortune, taking a great fortune. Something could have happened like on the 24th through the 26th of the month. And we have change. Somebody could have been trying to change a life insurance plan. They have regrets for doing this. Also, something could have happened in September, like the 24th through the 26th. Someone could be born on the 9th of the month. We have marriage. Okay. Someone could have tried to change something with a marriage or a relationship. They could have been trying to change something when it comes to a life insurance plan, or somebody regrets marrying someone because okay. You or whoever this reading is for could have had a workplace affair with someone that you regret, or whoever regrets. This could have turned into a marriage. This could have been life-changing because they ended up getting a life insurance plan out on someone. This could be you. Someone involved could be born on the 3rd or the 9th of the month. Clarify intimidation. Main female. So there could be a main female that was trying to intimidate someone. This could have been for property. child support, life insurance, to take someone out. Someone could be saying this was just fake. So if they got caught doing something, they could be like, oh, this is just fake news. This main female could be born in February. Now this could also be speaking of, like, if this is your reading, you could be this main female that somebody was trying to intimidate. You could be fed up, so you could have went and got like representation by an attorney. One more for intimidation. You could have seen, if you're this main female, you could have seen these people's evil deeds and been fed up with this. We have child. Because you're innocent of something. Someone could be born February, March, or September 18th. All right. Clarify overly emotional. Can I just get one for overly emotional? What do we need to know? We have divine feminine here, so. Privileged lady. So somebody could have been doing this because they were trying to seclude a privileged lady, divine feminine, who could possibly be born on the 12th of the month, or something happened on the 12th of the month. Somebody could have been trying to make you, this privileged lady, divine feminine, an accomplice in a crime that has to do with love. Ooh, okay. Romance scam. That's what I'm seeing here with this love, check fraud scam, life insurance. This could have been like a romance scam. That was the word I was thinking of earlier. You could be reflecting on all this. Ooh, and we have courthouse. This is clarifying check fraud scam. Phony, trickster, grandparent, serial, K-I-L-L-E-R, and homicide. So these people could be worried about going to court, or they were trying to get you involved in this situation, this romance scam. One more for check fraud scam. Concern. Oh, what did I just say, y'all? Someone is concerned. Oh, and in despair, because they're concerned, and in despair because they're going to court for this check fraud scam, this romance scam on grandparents, take them out, something to do with life insurance. Someone could be born on the 23rd of the month, be 32 or 33 years old. I don't know why, but I'm getting these people are older than this, or older than 33 or 32 or 33. Clarify manipulation rejected. Can I get one for, there we go. Distant horizons. You see there's this anchor on this card. They could have been trying to anchor this manipulation down somehow, some way. You could have received a message about this, a download, an intuitive message. Somebody could have been coming in and trying to like Yeah, I want to get one more. Hold on. Get one more for manipulation rejected. So someone could have been trying to anchor this cover up here in for the future, anchor something down for the future. This false person. There could be two people involved, a male and a female, in their 30s that are worried about adjudication and their thoughts about this. Can I get one more, please, for manipulation rejected? Poverty. So these individuals could be ending up in poverty because their tactics did not work. They're now trying to cover something up. This could be with a celebrity, about a celebrity, for a celebrity, in the moment. All right. What else do we need, or who's involved in this USA scam or USA strangulation? Ooh, so yeah, somebody could have been trying to create bad health for someone. In the US, they could have stumbled upon an obstacle though. All right, how about Canada? Who's involved in this Canadian issue here? Who received? Journey, look at that. Somebody could have literally taken a journey to Canada to give them a gift. Somebody who's in debt so they could work with them. They could have said, I need your help. They could have said that they needed someone's help in Canada to do something. So they journeyed to Canada to give them a gift. They could have known this person was in debt. So they could have been like manipulating somebody in to this situation to help them. People are sick. Somebody could be born in October. Whoever this person is that went to Canada could be born in October, or someone could be born on the 10th of the month. This could be the person that they saw in Canada or the individual who went to Canada. Yeah, they could have worked really hard to do something here. To give a gift. Again. Someone's phone number could end in 3817, and this gift that they worked so hard to take to another country or something to that effect, this could be putting them in prison. Now, the other thing is if this isn't giving someone a gift in Canada, this could be that this individual went to Canada to stash some money. They journeyed to Canada to take this gift to Canada to, like, I don't know, embezzle or something, money. They could have done this because they wanted to not have any debt at one point. Wow. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, we've got imprisonment here. And occupation. So this, whatever these people did to work at doing this, whatever they did here, life insurance scam, check fraud scam, they worked to put themselves in prison. Plain and simple. This could be a wealthy man. This wealthy man who was giving people gifts and trying to cover things up, that was, you know, trying to create workplace affairs or whatever. This individual is in regret for whatever they did here. They could have done this to someone who was innocent. Wow. All right. get a few more. Clarify text message. What else do we need to know about this text message? Holy Spirit, holy angels, for the collective's highest good. Liar. Be careful if someone's sneaky. Yeah, so somebody could be really sneaky around something here. This could be a thief. This could be somebody that's trying to gain some sort of great fortune. Something about a pet. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, you guys, I feel like I should take this card out of this deck because I don't, anytime, as you guys know, most of you guys know, I have a small dog, and anytime something comes up about someone's pet, it makes me like sick to my stomach. For some reason, it affects me more or upsets me more when I think about a pet who is helpless, that has no voice, being caught up in something here, whereas like, of course they care about people, but people have a voice, they have the ability and free will. Pets don't really have that. So I don't know, I don't like this card. Let's get one for they were warned to stop. This could have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that was warned to stop. This could be a married couple even that's in regret about this life insurance plan. Clarify intimidation. Date night. Somebody could have been trying to reach out to a main female to date, to have an affair with. They could have been coming in being like, oh, I'd like to wine and dine you. I would like to spoil you, this, that, and the other, right? Clarify overly emotional. What do we need to know about this overly emotional? They could have been trying to make this happen to a divine feminine. They could have been trying to put a divine feminine in the middle of something. Or there could have been, somebody could have been saying that there was someone else. Someone's trying to sabotage a divine feminine, a privileged lady. Clarify check, fraud, scam. Intuition. This is the second card for intuition here. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. So these individuals could have been warned to stop, but they didn't listen to their intuition. Their intuition could have been coming to them saying, you're going to have regrets. Don't do this. Don't meet with these people. Do not meet with an air sign, or do not do something in the workplace. You're going to end up in despair and concerned and end up going to court. But they didn't listen to their intuition. They continued to do these trickster check fraud scams on grandparents and take people out. They're in despair about this. Clarify manipulation. Guardian, angel. A lost loved one watches over you. So this could be literally your angels and ancestors that are disgusted, watching over you, protecting you. Protecting you from poverty, protecting you from these false people, protecting you from this perverted individual here. Wow. Hold on, y'all. Let me figure out which deck I'm going to use next. Ooh. Someone could be getting some news, bad news, and literally be falling on the floor because they realize their house of cards is crumbling. Positive changes coming to you. Your ancestors have your back, collective. How are we on time? Okay. One more quick run through of this deck. Clarify text messages, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What else does the collective need to know about this great fortune thief call? You could be hearing from someone or talking to someone. Someone could be reaching out to you in a text message. One more, please, for text message. Soulmate. So this could be somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. This could be an ex. This could be a spiritual connection, somebody that you deeply love. This could be someone you were even married to that could be reaching out to you to warn you about something. Clarify they were warned to stop. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify this for the collective's highest good. Blind. They were warned to stop, but they were blinded by the truth. Somebody here wants you to know. It could be the soulmate that's been searching for answers or wants you to know because you've been searching for answers. This individual could be watching you online. This individual could also, like this, if this is an ex, they could have been blinded by something that was right in front of their face. You could have even told them of something and they didn't listen. Or this could have to do with someone having a workplace affair as a married person. Or they regret having a workplace affair while being married. You could be searching for answers. This individual they were having an affair with could be an air sign. Toxic. Not speaking stone well, not taking action. So this toxic person may not have been taking any action here. They may not have been blind to something, but they should have taken action on something. We have terms, working out, begging, negotiating. So they could be wanting you back, collective. Or they were having an affair with you and having an affair on you and wanting to work things out. Justice and revenge. Someone could be saying that their revenge is justice, or your revenge is justice. Somebody could be plotting to pay someone back or punishing them. Somebody could be wanting to get even. This individual could be saying that you had a workplace affair. And this individual could have been told to not do something, but they did it anyway to get even. And they regret this. Clarify intimidation. What do we need to know about this intimidation? Children. Immaturity, innocence, childhood. So this is interesting because we already have child out here. So I'm really picking up that this individual could be very childish, or they did something for child support. They could have been fed up about a child support case, so they decided to intimidate someone. This could have been intimidating someone that you had an affair with, or they thought you were having an affair with. Y'all, this could be taken in so many ways. So just, I'm sure, like, I could spend all day here going over all the options. But regardless, someone's fed up. This could be someone being fed up with a main female, or a main female being fed up with someone's immaturity. You could have ended up like breaking things off with someone because they were accusing you of things you didn't do, immature things. You are protected. Divine intervention. So you could have had divine intervention step in here against this childish individual that would not stop doing something. Now, this individual could be the one that had an affair at the workplace, and they're wanting to beg you to work things out. They want to negotiate things with you. But you could be like, no. I'm fed up with this situation. My intuition has told me the truth about this twin flame. Yes, somebody said something about this other half of yours. There could have been something about date night, whether this person wanted to take you on a date night or they didn't take you on a date night. Take it how it resonates. Fired up, fuming with rage, explosion of emotions, very angry. Somebody could be sharing these feelings of being angry. Your twin flame could be fuming with rage. Clarify overly emotional. It's too many. Influence, others involved, third parties, intervention, manipulation. This person could have been trying to get others to get involved or become a partner in crime when it came to something for divine feminine. They could have been trying to stage an intervention, saying that they were concerned. Somebody could have been trying to get you overly emotional by involving people in your family, involving taking someone to court concerning someone, trying to make them in despair. This could have been a tactic. Clarify, check fraud. Actually, let's get one more for overly emotional, please. One more for overly emotional. Yeah, emotions and lust. So this could be a non-committal person here that was in and out, unpredictable. Their emotions could have been unpredictable. They could have said this about you, or this was their energy. They could be concerned now about whatever they did. This could have been in court. Clarify, check, fraud, scam. This could be somebody you've been trauma bonded with. This is somebody that you've attracted that is very toxic, who's now in despair for trying to be a trickster. Oh, yes. What did I just say? They could have been trying to get your family involved. So they could have tried to have you dismissed by your family. They wanted you to be dismissed. Dismissed is out here on 2 cards. They wanted your family to leave you behind, or anyone else to leave you behind. Somebody you could have been starting a family with. Somebody you could have been making a home with. This is clarifying check, fraud, scam. This individual could have said you were involved in a check, fraud, scam in order to have you left behind by your own family, but there was contradicting information this person was bringing in. This person could have done this simply because you left them, because they were having an affair while they were supposed to be at work. Clarify, manipulation, rejected. Justice. There's justice coming in. This might be at a distance, but it's coming in nonetheless. One more for manipulation. There's justice coming in for this perverted individual. This person could just be out partying all the time, acting like a celebrity. Whatever they did here was risky. This manipulation they intended to do here to create some bad health for an individual could be being rejected in the courts, on court paperwork. Someone could be trying to cover this up, that they're a partier. They could be like partying like a celebrity. Drama. Creating problems, thirsty for attention, overreacting, and drama queen. So this drama queen or king could be a party animal. They could party like they're a celebrity. They could party every day, all the time. Someone could be trying to cover this up. They could be trying to cover up that they offered someone else some type of commitment, that they offered someone else taking this commitment to the next level. Or they could be wanting to come in because their manipulation was rejected and now say, I miss you. Do you want to take the relationship to the next level? You could be like, huh? You got to be kidding me. Yeah, dating and lost. You could be running away from this individual, cutting this person off. You could be saying, oh, I'm seeing someone. They could be like, well, just have a one-night stand. That's what the card says, you guys. You could be like, this person's lost. Ooh. Someone is hexing. Somebody could have been like putting some sort of spell work on your relationship. So they could have been this manipulation could have been spell work that they were putting on you so they could control who you date or who you marry. Trying to inject drama into your situation. One more, please, for manipulation rejected. Tether. Telepathy, intuition, dreams, or heart song. So you could be getting you could be tethered to this person. So when they are doing something towards you, now you could have broke up from this person, right? But you could have known all their evil deeds, and you could have been very connected to them because you were with them for maybe a while. And so this cord was still connected. You were still tethered to this individual. And that being said, everything they did after you breaking up with them, you intuitively got downloads about, essentially keeping you 10 steps ahead. Wow. Yeah. This gave you foresight. I mean, I can't make it up. And now it's done. It's completely done. It's completely over with. There's no going back. This could have put someone in dark night of the soul. This could have put you both in the dark night of the soul. Somebody's having to face this inner truth now. Wow. All right. Let's get a few signs. Now again, we have the initials C, R, Q, and P out here. These could be your initials or someone involves initials. These people could have been the ones that sent a text message or tried to steal a great fortune. They could also be going through legal proceedings or be the ones who were told to stop doing something. All right, let's get some signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. This could be your sign, this could be their sign. Scorpio, this could also be the season in which something transpired. Aries. Can I get a couple more Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? Taurus. Sorry, y'all, my hair has been like falling in my eyes the last few days and it's so annoying. Can I get a couple more signs, please? Oh, shoot. Capricorn. I'm getting every single one of these signs that I have spoken of. Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, and Taurus have all been involved in this situation. This could literally be the initials of these people. Sagittarius. Leo. Aries again. Can I get one more? Taurus again. Capricorn again on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so yeah. Take it how it resonates for your situation. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure out which deck I want to use. I'm going to get a couple positive messages to close out the reading. If you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading. It really helps the channel. This isn't the one I like. What am I doing? Sorry, y'all. I meant to grab the one in the same slot. There we go. All right. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I get a positive message to close out this reading for the collective? New beginnings and healing, collective. I love this. So you have new beginnings. You have positive changes coming in. Your ancestors are on your side here. They're here to help you. What else does the collective need to know for their highest good? Boundaries. So this could be a lesson that you have had to learn with having boundaries with certain individuals. This could have been a major learning lesson for you. Like a life lesson. Yeah, this was your life purpose. Your life purpose was to learn how to set boundaries with people and then heal from whatever has gone on and actually go into starting over again after things have transpired that you've had to heal from. You could be really good at starting over, starting from zero, and we have closure. So you could be having closure by just healing and transforming into your new beginnings. So we have closure and new beginnings. So there's definitely some transformation that has occurred here in your life that you're healing from. You could be very, very clear on how to maintain boundaries or have boundaries with someone or others, I should say, not someone. Can I get one more, please? And we have trust and love. So you could be definitely learning how to have boundaries with people that you're in relationships with. You could have new beginnings coming in when it comes to love that you can trust, collective. All right, I'm going to read one of these. Let's read boundaries. You could be needing to do some meditation or some grounding. Oh, wow, this is crazy. Boundaries, magical guidance. You're being taken for a ride. Again. People do... Wait. People do like taking advantage of. Oh, okay. Let me start over. You're being taken for a ride again. People do like taking advantage of you, don't they? The problem is that you like to please people, and so you avoid letting them down and pander to their request. You have a kind soul and would do anything for anyone. It's a beautiful gesture, and you genuinely want everyone to be happy. But at what cost? If your own wants and needs are being ignored, then always putting others first means that you're not valuing yourself. When you say yes to others, make sure that you're not saying no to yourself. Eventually, you will feel worn down and resentful. It's time to be assertive and put boundaries in place. So this is really going back to what this reading has been all about. These people, this person, whoever is involved in this reading here that was trying to intimidate you or was doing this for life insurance, check fraud, manipulation, whatever it was that these people were doing here or individual was doing, they were literally trying to take you for a ride. And not only was it a ride, they were trying to do this again. So this could have been a cycle that had been going on for a while. I don't like this. Let's read life purpose now. We're not going to read them all, but you have an important life purpose, and it's time to stop playing it safe. You've always felt different and special, but life has just got in the way. Even though you've always felt different and special, but life has just got in the way. Even though you felt a calling, you're not actually sure what it is you're meant to do. The light of your inner knowing beckons you to take the steps to embark on a new task while embracing a positive attitude. As the sun comes out to greet you, it highlights the path you are to take. There's so many, sorry you guys, there's a lot of misprints here and improper English, so you have to forgive me. As the sun comes out to greet you, it highlights the path you are to take. It's just not written right. There may be diversions along the way, but each is designed to fuel you with the gift of experience that your soul requires in order for you to complete your mission. You might want to work with labradorite crystal. Okay, so you could have had a spiritual experience here, so like a spiritual awakening around the situation. You may now never not trust your intuition. You're being asked to embrace your life to the fullest, collective. Wow. So you can trust that this is your life purpose. You may be used to drawing certain types of people that are toxic to you, and now you're realizing that you need to have boundaries, maybe with certain types of people or just in the matters of love. Trust your intuition. So yeah, okay you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this reading here. I hope that this helped you guys. I hope it brought in some clarification or confirmation about an already existing situation. You know, I really just want to give you guys, arm you with empowerment, the ability to empower yourself from a place of knowing. Knowledge is power, right? So, you know, I do touch on a lot of things that can tend to be negative in readings. However, I really want to always leave you guys with on a positive note, that so that way there's balance, that there's equal balance here, because the negative does unfortunately need to be looked at in order for us to grow, in order for us to be like, you know, you could have already thought that this situation was going on, but for there to be confirmation of this is another thing. And so this could be confirming for you that this situation has in fact occurred. Yeah. I still want to get some more information, but I don't want this reading to go too long. So I'm going to go ahead and close the reading out here. But yeah, so I will see you guys on the next one. Just know you guys are so incredibly loved. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Please like the reading. I'd love to have you guys subscribe if you like the way I read. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.